Welcome to Tabletop Tactics. Coming up in today's battle.
I don't want to be here anymore. Good
Not great, everybody.
It's not great. Through my eyeball veins.
No!
Greetings on-demand bosses, it is I, the pastry chef. Blessed be, under here you will see, because I can't anymore, such as Tzeentch's blessings, and which is appropriate because I've used it 1,000 suns today. But more importantly, we have Mr. Matt Jarvis back here in the studio today. He has returned for a number of times.
Yep, number 6 today.
Number 6?
Number 6 today.
Is 6 a reference to something in your army?
I have 6 flavors of death, plus maybe some more. I don't know, I've got lots of Craftworld stabby stuff, so.
It's the Craftworld Aeldari versus the 1,000 Suns today. A very lovely army, of course. Your painting makes me very sad. But to be fair, most people's painting makes me very sad because I can't paint the good. So that's bad for me.
Do you know what makes me very sad? What? A certain big red man is here. But he's going to get slapped.
That makes me sad. Okay, the warp has overtaken me. There you go. Now you have an explanation, everyone. It's not as bad as it used to be, admittedly. So, you know, Tzeentch has blessed me with foresight, but he has taken away my vision. Such is the way of Tzeentch. So today we are running a battalion and a supreme command detachment because Magnus the Red is here. Sure, why not? No, he's not amazing even with his points drop, but he's still a lot of fun. So I'm going to do lots of zap zaps and flap flaps and chop chops today. I have made him my Warlord, so he's got all of his traits. And because he's the Primarch, obviously he's the Warlord, and he's in a supreme command detachment, and those are the rules. So next up, we then go over to my battalion. It is Cult of Duplicity because teleportation shenanigans for days. And we have an Exalted Sorcerer on disc here leading it up. We've made him a Dilettante, a Debutante. He's going to the Debutante Ball, which gives him a Relic for points, which is how it should be in my opinion, because spending CP on them really stings, especially for 1,000 Suns. So what I've given him is Egleigen's Orrery. Emmett's Oreo, that will do. That's what I'm going to call it today. All of the powers are going to be down below because it's 1,000 Suns and it's ludicrous. I believe I had some points spare, so I gave him a Warp Flame Pistol because why not, right? We then have a Infernal Master. He bears the Umbralefic Crystal, and then we also have a Terminator Sorcerer who is a loyal Thrall. There's a lot going on in this army, goodness me. The one that allows him to do a psychic action and do a normal psychic power for like 5 points, because that's a no-brainer upgrade on him. And he also has a Warlord trait, which is Master Misinformator, to allow me to redeploy some of my Duplicity units. I believe I also have an extra relic in here as well, because of course I do, but we'll come to that later if I remember it, and if it comes up. We then go over to my troops. We've got 3 units of 5-man rubrics with their Soul Reaper cannons, and we also have an icon of flame on said Soul Reaper cannons. It might not look like it, it's because we don't have them modeled with it, but it's because they are literally flaming icons. Yes. And then we've got a 10-man unit, all with Warp Flamers. We do have an icon of flame in here, which is modelled because we've got one with the Flamer rather than one with the Soul Reaper cannon. They will be riding around in a Rhino, a metal box, if you will. And then we go over to my elites to round off the list. We've got a nice big brick of 10 Scarab Occult Terminators with the full lashings of cannons and missiles and all that sort of stuff, as well as the Rites of Coalescence, so that I can just heal one each turn. Oh, forgive me, we also have Ardent Automata on the 10-man unit of Flamer, so they can shoot and do an action. Like I say, there's so much going on in this list. It's a good thing I now have 4 eyes, right? And then finally, because I had some points and not enough other stuff to do it, because I was going to just take some more rubrics, but I don't have enough rubrics, I've just got a little Hellbrute. A little baby Hellbrute running around with his multi-melter that is definitely not a las cannon like the model implies. Yes. It's frustratingly 1997 points, which doesn't even divide into 9, which is very upsetting. Although it does mean that I've got 3 points left, and 3 cubed is 9, therefore Tzeentch's magic number. And as you can see, I am blessed, therefore I win. Matt, you can go home now. Okay, we'll look at his list. Then he can go home.
Okay then, Chef, so you've brought a Primarch. Well, maybe I thought I'd bring part of a god. So today we are bringing the Craftworld. I'm using Ulfway to represent my custom Craftworld today. So they are led up, as always, by Idrizzle himself, Eldrad Ulthran. He is here, he is the Warlord, he has his Fate Reader Warlord trait, and he's also backed up by a couple of Warlocks in the no slot because they can come along free, as I've got a Farseer. He's also backed up by a Spirit Seer who is here to protect another unit that we're going to go into a little bit later on. But as I mentioned, if you're bringing Magnus, I'm bringing an Avatar of Khaine. He is here, it's the brand new model. I love this guy, he's super cool, and I can't wait to see him smash Magnus in the face. Next up, we have our troop slots in this single battalion. So I've got 10 Guardian Defenders and 2 units of Rangers. I've left them bare bones, they haven't got any upgrades on them, just to keep them nice and cheap. In the elite slots, we've got some Dire Avengers. I've got a single unit of 10. They've been upgraded to have Shredding Fire, so they are using the 5s from Activate Shuriken, so it's a nice little upgrade. They're quite a killy little unit there. Finally, in this, but we've got a couple of Banshee units, or we've got one Banshee unit, sorry, with the Piercing Strikes upgrade, so the Exarch is a little bit more killy. And then finally, we have the bodyguards for the Avatar of Khaine, the Sons of 1,000 Stars. The Wraithblade unit is here. They are here to make sure the Avatar arrives in front of Magnus kindly before slapping him in the face. Then we have our fast attack slots. I've got my little secret source unit. I love these guys. It's the Shining Spear unit with the Exarch with the Paragon Saber and Heart Strike. He's a very good little character sniper, so hopefully those sorcerers are well protected. I also have a big unit of 9 Wind Riders with Shuriken cannons, so they are going to cause some havoc if possible. Finally, just to round out the list and make sure that I can carry all my little fragile units over to their killy destinations, is a couple of Wave Serpents. They've both been upgraded with Bright Lances, so hopefully they can just do some damage to some of those bigger, tougher units. That is my list. It is 2,000 points on the nose. There is no Relic in this list because I like CP, and I'm going to try and kill stuff with it. So let's see how it goes. Bring on Magnus.
Today's mission is Vital Ground, a Strike Force mission from the Tempest of War mission pack. Players must randomly generate a deployment zone and mission rule using the Tempest of War card pack. Players then alternate placing 5 objective markers onto the battlefield, with 1 objective each placed in their deployment zone and the remaining objectives placed in no man's land. The primary objective is Vital Ground, a progressive mission where players score victory points for each of the following conditions they achieve at the end of each of their command phases. 3 victory points for holding the 1 objective in their deployment zone, 4 victory points for controlling 1 or more objectives in no man's land, 5 victory points if they control the objective in their opponent's deployment zone. These are cumulative and cannot be scored in the first battle round. At the end of each battle round, players also score 1 victory point for each enemy unit that was destroyed during that round, to a maximum of 3 victory points. At the start of each player's command phase, they must generate up to 3 secondary mission cards. At the end of their turn, they may discard any of their active secondary mission cards if they wish to.
Well, well, well. Here we go again.
Again. Why do you always bring 1,000 stats on a plate?
Honestly, because I pick a random thing from a bag.
Oh, okay. Tzeentch is fickle.
Yeah, that's basically how it works.
Also, very blue today.
It is. It's very nice contrast with the board.
Yes, I'm a bit scared though. I'm on a demon world, and
Took a wrong turn in the webway.
Eldar don't really like demons.
It's fine. I'm Tzeentch. I'm not Slaanesh, so it's fine. But we can be friends because we both hate the Imperium. Well, you don't hate them. You're just kind of indifferent to them.
Eldar are just indifferent to everybody. It's kind of how I live life.
Right, just a quick thing on the terrain, because obviously it's a bit esoteric. So effectively, the ones in the corners are ruins. You can see the footprint of various things. They are the ruins. So these spiky bits here is the footprint of the ruin. This rounded thing here is the footprint of the ruin. The floaty rocks are the footprint of the ruin. This bit is the footprint of the ruin. So slightly asymmetrical, which is cool. These ones here are dense. These spiky bits, you can imagine they're just...
Steve!
So one of them has a moving eyeball. Maybe where my eye ended up. And we've called him Steve.
Or Magnus's third eye.
Yes. Speaking of, Magnus is in what amounts to a crater, and vice versa over there, a spiky crater. And this is just true LOS, but light cover. Steve! We'll have to turn him off later, because he's going to annoy me. He's going to be a reminder of my failure. This is true line of sight, but this, sort of being on it will incur light cover, of course. And this is Simon, I've been informed. Is that correct, Bard?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
They do have official names. I think the eyeball is actually called The Witness, which is very cool. But we dubbed him Steve because we're terrible.
You are terrible people, yes.
Yeah, I'm a horrible person.
So, all that is left now to do is roll for the first turn.
Okie dokie.
Would you like to roll first as you are our guest?
I will do. Here we go. And we started with a 3.
It's a 3. It's
Middle
not
of the
bad.
road.
It's
Middle
not
of the
bad.
road.
It's better than mine.
Good.
So, you're taking the first turn. We'll BRB.
Well, it's my command phase. But before I do that, I've got some cards to reveal. So, for my secondary missions so far, I have Raise the Banner.
Sure.
Cool. Deploy Teleport Homer. And then I also got Storm Hostile Objective. No? So I have spent a CP and I have now got No Retreat, No Surrender. So a little bit more balanced. Deploy Teleport Homer is probably going in the bin, but better than nothing.
The objectives are very hostile on this side of the board. Yeah.
I imagine they're hostile everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a hostile, it's an ugly planet. It's a demon planet. Oh no.
Oh no. As long as they're not in the wars.
Yeah,
Man.
that's true. Man. Yeah. Then it would be game over.
Yeah, exactly.
And fate dice. I've rolled my fate dice off camera. I have a psychic test, a hit, a wound, and because I'm nice and Eldrad's here, I have 2 saves as well. So because I get to keep 5 because of Fate Reader. So yeah, time for some very cagey moves. Okay, so we're going to start with this Wave Serpent. It's full of goodies, and it's just going to move into this gap. Okay, now the conclave behind the Warlocks and the Avatar are going to follow up in behind. He's causing some melting, but I don't think it matters. Okay, next, the Howling Banshees are going to awoo their way in behind the cover. Awoo, woo. This Wave Serpent is now going to fire up its engines and whoosh. Hello. Okay, now we have the Shining Spears led by their Paragon Saber wielding Exarch. They are hiding behind the demon's head. Okay, and finally, Eldrad is going to advance to keep up with the Wave Serpent. Sadly, he rolled a 1, which is just enough, but he's only got little legs. Wait for me! It is time for my Psychic phase, which is going to be fun with Magnus on the board, but I've strategically planned to roll a 1 on my advance to make sure I'm just an inch out of deny range.
It's almost like he foresaw it.
He did. He foresaw it, and it happened.
He just went no.
No.
And this is a terrible idea.
Because Eldrad may be the greatest psyker in the history of the Aeldari, but he is not Magnus the Red.
No, it's true.
So he is just going to cast 1 power today, and he is going to cast Fortune. It goes off on a 9.
Did you not want to use your psychic dice on one?
No, that's fine.
No, just use it. It's fine.
Okay.
Because you've
I rolled double 4. It goes off on an 11.
Sure. I'm going to attempt to. I've only got the 1 denying range, so I can't use any cool strats to roll 3d6 to deny because that's fun. Especially with Magnus, he just goes 3d6 plus 2 re-rolling. You're not casting that power, but it's fine. A double 6. Oh, you were very close. Okay, he is fortuned.
Yes, he has fortuned The Avatar of Cain. Okay, shooting time.
Please don't kill Magnus. I beg you.
The temptation.
You do what you want, it's fine.
No, I'm going to, because there's a little gentleman's agreement that's happened off camera, everybody, is that the Avatar of Cain and Magnus have to throw down.
At some point, yes.
So it needs to happen.
It will happen.
So I'm not going to shoot at Magnus yet. I'm going to shoot 2 Bright Lances and a Shuriken Cannon from a Wave Serpent into a Hellbrute.
Sure.
So we'll start with the Bright Lances. Yes, do you know what? I'm going to use a hit dice.
Oh, do I want to pop smoke? No.
Okay, a 3. Cool, that's 2
Wouldn't have
hits.
made any difference, there we go.
To wound.
3s.
3s to wound. There is 2 wins.
5 up improbable saves! Oh, bum.
Oh no.
Okay. He's dead.
He's dead.
Just. Right, does he explode?
Oh.
That was very precarious there. And then I've got 10 guys inside.
It was a dreadnought. There's 10 guys instead of a dreadnought.
Yes. Oh, what did you roll on the damage then?
I rolled, so it'd be 5 damage and 3 damage. So he's got 1 wound left?
No, 8 damage, yeah, no.
4,
he's dead.
just enough.
Okay. In which case I couldn't have popped smoke. I got confused with my rhino. Goodbye. But there is still 10 guys inside, but they're very small and inconsequential to the game. See, look, they're inside there. You can't see.
They're like brimstones. Okay, next Wave Serpent is up. He is firing at the Rhino.
Actually, the rhino.
It's the actual Rhino. The actual Rhino.
I'm not going to pop smoke.
Cool. So let's go. 1 hit, 1 miss. I'm not CP rerolling it. Hashtag no CP rerolls.
Yeah.
But I'm going to use my wound dice. So because I'm not doing any more shooting, and that's it. So
All
it's
right.
wounded.
Oh, he is.
Okay,
Fine.
it is.
Ooh, the big 6. Ooh. He's down for 4 wounds remaining.
Okay, the Shuriken Cannon. 2 hits.
Just the 1.
Just the 1 wound, but
Minus.
way.
Oh yes.
Off
Oh,
way.
yeah. You've not used it. Okay.
Oh.
Precarious. Come on now.
It's got 2 wounds left.
That's fine.
That's annoying. Okay, that's my turn. So that's it. Nothing else is happening. It's very cagey. We've set up a wall ready for
Smite bomb.
Magnus to hit very hard. So I did get Raise Banner this turn. I've started No Retreat, No Surrender. I've done some primary stuff because I killed a Hellbrute.
Yep.
And Deploy Teleport Homers
Keeping that, obviously.
is going to
Yep.
run away. So that's it. Come on then, Magnus. What have you got?
Your doom. Tzeentch is fickle and has given me a terrible hand. Well, it's not. I got No Retreat, No Surrender, which is fine. I got Assassination, less fine. I've got an Deploy Teleport Homer, not great this early. That's actually really good with Cult of Duplicity in later turns because I've got the Umbralefic Crystal. I can teleport people around in setup, but turn 1, not so bueno. So I spent a CP to get rid of it, and I got Investigate Site instead, which is probably worse. So fortunately, I don't have to worry about both of those being in my hand in future turns. It just means that I'm starting off quite slow. But that's fine. What we are going to do is just a quick thing in the command phase for the Infernal Master over here. He's going to do Malefic Maelstrom upon my Terminators, give them +1 strength on their ranged weaponry.
Steve's got a headache and he's made a storm in there.
Yes, they get +1 strength on their ranged weaponry, which is very handy.
Ouch.
Yes. That's my command phase. Let's do some movement. The Terminators are going to trundle forward while still remaining within engagement range. Whilst remaining in range of the objective because of No Retreat, No Surrender.
We must engage the objective.
Yes. I didn't do Emmett's Oreo because I can't see anything because I mispositioned my chap right behind a wall.
It was so tasty, he ate it.
Yes. I like an Oreo. They are a good bicky. I rolled a 6 on the advance for the Infernal Master, which allows him to run between these carefully constructed gaps that I have left, because I don't want him being charged by any annoying little shining spears in case I don't kill them. And then I'm also going to jump the Exalted Sorcerer into the middle here. for much the same reason. The first of the unit of rubrics on this flank, just stepping up and over into the varying footprints of this terrain piece here, which is a ruin, giving me that nice little 2-up save that rubrics so love. Whilst we're here, we're going to do exactly the same thing, but with this unit, going up and round and through and standing on objectives and holding the line and basically just being very hard to move and shift.
It looks like one of those like train sets in a spooky house.
Yes. And then we're also going to do the same thing with the Terminator Sorcerer round here, so he can draw some line of sight with his gun, as well as some shooting and psychic, more importantly. The Warp Flamer unit disembarks from their Rhino, having been rocked ever so slightly and feeling like this is a bad place to be, and then advancing up so that they can engage with their mighty, mighty Flamers. The Rhino is going to advance just because he's not really acting much in the way of shooting. And then finally, this unit is going to stand still. I forgot to mention that Magnus did his rerolls on them because it is his right as a Primarch. Finally, Magnus is going to go... He's actually going to catch himself on the end of something. He's going to go here. We want to be a little bit cagey with him as best as we can be, but for now, that will do. That is my movement. We will begin the Cabal dice, the psychic phase with my 20 Cabal dice that I have generated.
Cabal dice phase.
And we're going to kick off with this Infernal Sorcerer down here. Infernal Sorcerer? Yes, because that sounds cool. That's his name now, Infernal Sorcerer. And he's going to spend 4 of those Cabal dice on Echoes from the Warp to allow him to cast a psychic action for a command point. Because he is a loyal Thrall as his Legion upgrade, I can still cast a normal psychic power after doing this, which is pretty nifty. With a +1 because I am Tzeentch, that is cast on a 7.
I shall let you have it.
Oh,
I only have 1 deny in range.
That's very nice of you. You sure you got... Oh, they're a unit.
They're a unit.
Right, gotcha. So I was going to cast Baleful Devolution, but I'm not in range, which is very upsetting, and I can't do an extra Cabal dice thing on him to increase his power, so I'm just going to cast a smite. Because into your rangers. Well, that's a super smite with a +1.
Ow. Well, I will try and deny because this is the only
Why
people
not?
in range. I know.
No. How many are in that unit? 5. There's 3 now.
Is there?
Oh, yes, your Ulfway, your shrugs. There's 3 now.
There's 3 now.
Okay, cool.
Because Ulfway have all the rules.
Yeah, they do have a lot. So whilst we're down here, we'll go down to this Sorceress unit. They're going to cast a Doom Bolt.
That doesn't sound very nice.
With a +1, that is not cast. So I'm going to spend 5 Cabal dice to get a further +1 to that, because you've got no denies in range, making it go off on a 6, because that is his warp charge. It's a flat 3 mortal wounds. Oh!
It's a flat 1 mortal wound.
Bum. Yes. Finally, we're going to then do another smite with the unit next to them. With a +1, that is cast on a 7. It is D3. Oh, it's the big 3. The unit is right. Power! I went Matt Berry there. Father! Next up, Flammable unit is going to cast Pyric Flux upon themselves for +1 strength on their flamers with a +1 that does go off on a 7.
You can have that.
Oh, thank you very much. Next up, the Infernal Master is going to cast Glamour of Tzeentch because this is the -1 to hit version of the powers, because there's Weaver of Fates and Glamour of Tzeentch, and I always get the two confused. Glamour of Tzeentch, -1 to hit on Magnus, with a +1 that's cast on a 9, which is Tzeentch's blessed number.
You can have that because he's glamorous. Glamorous.
The Exalted Sorcerer now is going to cast Presage upon my Terminators for +1 to hit.
The Presage says, sorry for Matt's awful singing.
Yes. So it's cast on a 10.
Yeah, that can stay.
Okay, and then we're going to cast the Weaver of Fates onto my rubrics. Even with Armour of Contempt and All Is Dust, there's still a lot of high damage, high AP stuff here, so I just want to give myself that extra layer of defense, which I do at the expense of my own noggin. So I'm just going to spend a CP on Masters of the Immaterium to ignore that perils.
Well, shucks.
It's like playing against Eldar, isn't it? I stole your ghost town.
Oh no.
The Terminators were debating Temporal Surge, and then they realised that Magnus knows every power and can just cast it better. So I'm going to smite with them instead into the Wave Serpent. With a +1 that is cast on a 9.
Yep.
Okay. D3. Just a 2.
Ooh. It's like I planned it. Yeah, it takes 2.
And now it is time for Magnus. It is time for Magnus. We're going to kick things off with something a little fun. We're going to do Psychic Stalk. Shocking, I know. And we're going to spend 3 of my Cabal points for Warp Sight. So I'm going to use this Psyker's line of sight onto those shining spears to try and blink one out of existence.
Very nice.
It's cast on a +2/+3 because I am Magnus and Thousand Suns, so that's a 9.
Ow. Okay.
So I roll 2d6. If it beats your leadership, I think it's the high. If it beats the greater than the unmodified leadership characteristic of that unit, one model chosen by you is destroyed.
I have no idea what the leadership is.
Well, I rolled a 10.
Okay, well, their leadership is 9.
Well, one explodes.
One's
A
dead.
demon from the wall. That's the first time it's ever been used. It's literally never been done.
Does it count as mortal wounds or does it just die?
No, they are slain.
Okay, well, there he goes. Goodbye.
That's cool. I like that. That's fun. It's not very reliable, but it's fun. Now we're going to cast a Smite. Smite time. Oh, and I'm going to use the Imbued Manifestation for 4 Cabal points, so I add an extra D3 to this, and it's cast on a Super Smite with a +3, and it's undeniable because that's a 13, so it's 3d3 plus 2, another d3, so it's 4d3 mortal wounds. Zap, zap, zap! Magnus the Red. It is not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mortal wounds. It's good.
Not great, everybody.
It's not great because you've got a shrug, and the average is 8.
7 mortal wounds.
So it's below average, and you've got a shrug.
7. Listen.
Sounds right.
I ignore 1.
Okay, well, I'll take that. That's good. And now, the big brain play. Temporal Surge. From Magnus onto my Flame Boy rubrics. I'm going to re-roll that, as is my right, for myself. This is no CP here. Oh, bum. It does go off on a 7, but...
Eldrad calls to the warp.
Okay.
And
He
says,
does.
No!
Oh, that's disappointing.
My house!
Okay. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. It would have been nice, but it's fine. Thus endeth my turn of the Psychic. Now it's time to do some shooting. Let us kick off proceedings in the shooting phase with this unit of rubrics, humble as they are, into this 5-wound wave serpent. They could see it for Tzeentch's Firestorm. Probably should have done that, but I needed to look out my good eye, so, which isn't saying much. I didn't move, and I'm re-rolling everything. Are you going to do any lightning fast or anything like that?
Yes, I am, because he's probably going to get shot by a lot of stuff, and I need to try and keep him
See?
alive so I don't lose a squad of Dire Avengers.
I understand. Let us start with the Humble Bolt Gun, where we are re-rolling everything because of Magnus. He told them to shoot better whilst he goes off and smites stuff.
Shoot better.
5s to wound you. It's 2 wounds -2.
2 wounds. Hiya.
It's 1 damage.
I make nothing.
Okay.
It's not good.
The Solar Reaper Cannon. Re-rolling. Oh, I hit you all of the times. If I get that again, you could be in trouble. Oh, it's 3 wounds. It's -3. So you're 5 up invulnerable save. Oh! Brrr. Sorry, Reaper Cannon, go. Brrr. Does he explode?
Hashtag no CP hero. Hashtag no CP hero. Does he explode?
Yes! Yes, the power of Tzeentch flows through my eyeball veins!
No! Well, that was a thing that just happened. So let's do some explosion wounds. So we'll go around my guys, and then it just clipped the Rubric Marines. So we'll start with Idris himself. He takes 1. Does he ignore it? No, he takes 1.
The assassination begins.
Then we will take the Banshees. They take 2. They do. I'll decide where I put that in a minute.
Sure.
The Shining Spears, they take 3.
Oh, come on now. You deserve some of these to be saved.
And then the Rangers, they take 3. They take 2. And finally, the Rubric.
At least kill a rubric. You kill a rubric.
2. There we go.
One's dead.
Ow.
One goes to spawn. That was horrible.
Yeah, so the Rangers are dead. And, oh, he's lost his head.
I'm not surprised. Just he didn't even get caught in the explosion. He just saw what happened, and his brain just went, "I don't want to be here anymore."
Okay, so I've got the Dire Avengers out. They have managed to get out of range of those flamers.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to. I could have advanced, but I wanted to be cheeky with the surge to move, flame, move again, flame, and then charge something. But never mind.
And with the Banshees as well, I have put the wounds on the Exarch because they're not going to take any more shots and I don't want any of them to die. So let's see how many of my Dire Avengers disappear. 3.
That's like my level of silliness.
That's okay.
It's Terminator time.
Yes! Can we get any more Arnie references or like random 80s movies references in today?
Yes, put them in the comments below. Do it. Go, go. Get to the comment section. Right. We've got a bit of a split here, and because of range and line of sight, basically everything's going to have to be taking minuses in some capacity. I do have Presage up, which neuters that, but not against the Banshees because they've got to build a minus anyway. So 2 of them are out of range. Fine. We've got 2 of the Hellfire missiles, and 1 of the Soul Reaper cannons are going to go into the Banshees, and then all of the bolt guns and 1 of the Soul Reapers into the Dire Avengers. Start with the bolt guns. Ah! Oh, that's a... Oh, wow. Wow. Okay then, that's grim in the dark. Because I'm hitting on freeze, because even though I'm going through dents here, I do have the Presage up.
Trying to think of an 80s reference, but I'm in too much pain.
Game over, man. Game over.
Freeze to wound, does it balance out?
Skull.
Oh, I'm really sorry, Matt. It does not balance out in any way.
Oh no.
That is a horrific roll. I dropped a total of 6 out of that many rolls.
Oh dear.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So basically 1 of them and a half shot pigeons and everyone else just went, we're going to, yes. It's -2, so.
I think they'll be fine.
Oh look, they're dead.
That's not a bad roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah. Because you're Exarch even with the extra.
Goodbye.
Savagery. Okay, well, fine. The Soul Reaper cannon then into the Banshees. Hitting on 4s here. Re-rolling the 1s because we have an Exalted Sorcerer nearby. Okay. 2s to wound you because it is strength 6. It is 1, 2, 3 wounds at -3, so 5 ups. Very well. Oh, yes! She loves it. And now the Hellfire missiles.
Oh no.
I do drop 1. Rerolling. Okay. 2s to wound you because it is strength 8. That's 1, 2, 3 wounds. -2. Okay. Oh. So she dies and a POW, but they're still around. But you'll be pleased to know I have nothing to shoot at Eldrad. Final bit of shooting is this flank here, firing everything into the Guardians over in the Ruin. With range and line of sight, I've basically got, between the 3 units, the 2 rubrics and my Terminator, I've got a total of 7 Inferno bolt gun shots and 10 Soul Reaper cannon shots. So I'm just going to do them all at the same time, because freeze and freeze. The bolt guns. Right.
It's one of those days, is it?
Yes, apparently so. Freeze to wound you. Oh, goodbye. So 1 that's off the board. Okay, so it's 2 wounds at -2 there.
Hiya. No, that's 2 dead.
Okay, and now the Soul Reaper cannon. The cannon that reaps souls.
Not my
There
souls.
we go.
I need them to
now we're whiffing. It is 2s to wound you though. It is strength 6. Okay, fine. It's 6 wounds at -3, so 6 up invulnerable saves.
Oh dear. Ooh. That is 8 of that unit dead.
Well, maybe you won't get no retreat, no surrender. That'll be nice. But that is the end of my shooting phase and my turn.
Well, it's morale time.
Pretty crucial here.
It's morale time. Right, so we've got to do it on the ranger unit in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
They are just about fine. And finally...
If you roll a 1, you'll get 5 victory points. No.
So 1 runs away.
1 runs away.
Ah, but 1 is very brave.
He's still holding the objective, which is
objective.
pretty crucial, but that has denied you no retreat, no surrender. Because you failed a morale check.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
that's why it's really crucial. But fine. No other morale to do. That was a very successful turn in terms of the murder and in terms of getting rid of some key assets, mainly in the form of some Bright Lances and some Dire Avengers. And I somehow got really lucky and killed 2 bikes. Tzeentch, praise be, praise be, praise be.
It's okay though, because I have some stuff left.
You do, and they're still pretty big heavy.
And there's still a big flaming god man in the
Yes.
middle of the field, so
which could be a problem. In terms of my secondaries, so I have picked up 3 points on my primary for killing stuff to the max of the 3. Investigate, Sight and Assassination I'm going to put into the bin. No retreat, no surrender is halfway there. Gentleman's agreement with no retreat, no surrender, because it's worded a bit weirdly, because it says that it needs to be, it's achieved at the end of your opponent's next turn, but it doesn't say that you discard it immediately if you fail it. We will play it as you can discard that now, or you can keep it as is your choice, because it's not been, it's in the bin!
Okay, so it's my turn too. Ow. Right, let's go through what's happening. Sorry, my brain is frazzled.
Yes, much like your army. Please continue.
So secondary objectives wise, quite a good hand actually. So I have Defend Stronghold, which is probably the weakest of the three. Then I also have Blood and Guts, good. And I have Assassination.
Bye, Magnus.
So maybe. So we're gonna go hunting and see if we can punch some stuff. So that's good. In terms of fate dice as well, a bit of a weird roll, but it's actually worked in some advantage. So I've got an advance, a charge, 2 hits, and a save. So not too bad. Covered a lot of the bases, and I've got a reroll to wound with Elfway. So okay. Command phase buffs done. Okay, the Wraith Blades are getting out of the Wave Serpent, and then they are moving towards this lovely unit of dudes. The bike unit now, the Wind Riders, they're going to play a game of peekaboo and just pop out and say hello. You might say they are about to fire and fade. Out of thin air, a Spirit Seer arrives.
It's like, you nearly forgot me, didn't you, lads?
And from the mouth of the demon, out comes the shining spear. And he's going to say, hello, Mr. Red. So the Banshees are going to advance. I'm going to use their automatic 6 advance to make them move a very long way. So they are going to jump in right in front of these guys. Whee! Okay, Eldrad again has rolled a 1 on his advance. He's only got little legs, so he says, wait for me, Ranger unit. And they say, okay, and then they run around in front of him, like so. And the Wave Serpent is just going to go into hover mode and go, wom, 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 wom. Oh no, teeth. Ah. The Warlocks, following their master Eldrad, have only rolled a 1 on the advance, but that is fine. They can move out of the way, ready for something else. And finally, the Avatar stomps through the middle with a 6 on his advance, setting the world ablaze and introducing himself to Magnus. Okay, it's time for a psychic phase.
Good luck.
So Eldrad is going to start as he should. He's going to cast Guide Doom and Fortune, and we're going to buff up a couple of units. So first things first, we're going to start with Doom.
Doom?
Doom, you shall see your doom, Flamer boys. No, but he is Eldrad, so he gets to re-roll.
Nice.
There we go, that's better. So that is a 10.
Big 10, is it?
The big 10.
Well, unfortunately for you, Magnus is in range.
Yeah, no.
So he gets to deny you. With a +2, that unfortunately fails, but because he has the Arrogance of Aeons, he can re-roll it. It goes off. Okay, nice.
That was very lucky. Okay, so we're going to now guide. This is going on the Wraithblade unit. It doesn't go off, but again,
he is Eldrad.
No, it doesn't go off.
He doesn't get the +1
only on the first.
cast.
So, okay, but now we are going to Fortune the same unit, the Wraithblades. It doesn't go off again. We will try again. There we go, that's better. A 10.
Again. Eldrad will deny. Eldrad will be denied. 10. I do get +2. That's still a 9 I need to roll.
Oh.
Do I spend CP to deny it on 3d6? No. Oh, goodbye.
See you later. It would have been denied.
Would it? Okay. Reroll with the Arrogance of Aeons. No, it goes off. Okay, fine.
Okay.
So 2 of your 3 powers, not bad.
That's okay.
Come on, Magnus. Sort yourself out, please.
Okay, next we go to the Tandem Warlock. The Tandem Warlocks.
Nice.
They're going to cast...
You saved it, no one will notice.
They're going to cast Empower.
Yes.
With a +6. It is a warp charge of 7. Okay, no, that's okay. That's fine. Okay, so finally, the Spirit Seer is going to try and enhance on the Wraithblades. He does on an 8.
But does he? Because Magnus has one more deny.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
There it is, on a 14 to deny.
Okay, it's time to shoot stuff. There's going to be some very strategic shooting. Strategy.
I want it to happen.
So we're going to start with the stupidest bit, which is the Shining Spear is going to use his underslung shuriken cannon to try and finish off the Rhino. So here we go. He's missed every time. Well, that was a thing. So after that thing, the Howling Banshees are going to try and show him how to do it with shuriken pistols. They hit twice.
Sure, that's all you need.
Okay, and they are going to hopefully wound. No, they are not. But an Osway reroll. It does.
Wound.
-1, but nothing.
I care. I have 1 wound remaining.
Great.
Did they have a shuriken pistol?
Oh, the Spirit Seer. Is it in range?
Probably. 12 inches.
12-inch range. Let's check.
Gotta be. Yeah.
Cool. Spirit Seer. Finish it off. Hits. Wounds.
Why did I open my gums? I'm fine.
Okay, because Magnus is really, really, really annoying and he denied some of my psychic powers, I'm going to fire 2 Bright Lances at him. And I don't have to roll these dice because I have 2 hits.
But I'm -1 to hit.
Doesn't matter.
I'm -1 to hit, Matt.
-1 to hit doesn't matter anymore. Does it wound?
No.
It wounds once. Halfway.
Halfway.
Only once.
Just one.
That's fine.
4 up, invulnerable save. I'm marked for life. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Didn't mention the shuriken cannon is going into the Rhino. That is blessed.
Because of course.
He hits
Blessed
once.
be the Rhino.
Oh.
Blessed be the Rhino. Blessed be.
Okay, the Avatar's had enough with this smoking pile of slag that is a Rhino, and it is going to throw the Wailing Doom.
It's going to bounce off my magic hull.
It hits this time on a 6.
Okay, maybe it won't.
It wounds on a 6.
Ooh.
He means business.
I save it on a 6. No, I'm dead.
So dead.
I explode on a 6. Oh. I actually wanted that because I'd kill the Banshees. But I didn't explode. Alas, poor sweet Rhino Prince, as flights of Magnus sing thee to thy rest.
Okay, it's time for the Wind Riders. We're all good. It's buff time. It's a buff thing. 3 CP have gone. I am spending a CP on Martial Citizenry, a CP on Discipline of the Black Guardians, and a CP on Bladestorm. What they do is they mean I hit on 2s, I reroll 1s, and 6s explode.
I raise your free CP and match it with my own free CP for Unwavering Phalanx, which might sound like I've done a transhuman physiology with that kind of statement, but it's actually -1 damage. Because then I get a 2-up save because of all its dust. Because I'm going to need it to get all these shots.
I need to roll some dice. So here we go. It's 27.
So if you've been counting along at home, that was 6 CP that just got spent.
Oh my days, I've rolled lots of 6s.
Okay, good. You need to. Because they are an unwavering phalanx of doom.
I need to add more dice.
Okay. Well, you've got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 extra dice.
It's a full house plus 6. It's 33.
33 hits.
Which if you did 3 times 3, that's 9, which is Tzeentch's blessed number. And therefore I am blessed, and therefore I win. That's how it works.
My brain can't comprehend these things when I'm trying to pick up dice.
None of you can.
It
will be freeze to wound me though.
Freeze to wound, re-rolling because of doom.
Yes, and you're looking for 6s. Oh, that was quite impressive. It's already a very good start. Now the question becomes, do you re-roll the successfuls for more 6s? Because I will have a 2-up save against them. Because of Armour of Contempt and all this dust. You're going to keep them as is?
I'm going to keep them as is.
I understand.
Because time and
it's a
time
very
is
good
money.
roll. I'm very glad I did -1 damage because I think they would be dead. So, what have we got in terms of 6s?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 6s.
7?
And then
the rest.
So it's
4,
maths
8,
is
10,
hard.
12. Oh, so many. 16, 23. Okay. 23 and 7.
Many dice.
Fair. You dropped a total. I just want to point out, you dropped a total of +4. Did you drop a total of -4 because you dropped with a negative to make a positive? Math's hard. Get rid of your dice! I don't want them in here. They will curse my dice and taint the rolls that I will make. Right.
That was just nah.
That was, yeah, just gonna throw them out there. Okay, we got 10. I've got to count more dice. So, 23 2-up saves.
Dum, 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 dum.
Oh no, it's all,
it's all going wrong.
Horribly wrong. Right. We did it, everyone. 1's dead. 2's dead. 3's dead. But again, the unit would have died otherwise.
Oh, yes.
And now 7 saves of 4+ because of my invulnerable save from the Weaver of Fates. 7. Another one. And another one. That's 5 dead. But yes, the unit would have died like twice there. So 3 CP well spent.
Okay, 2 more CP going, and they are going to fire and fade. My once per game, they're going to hide back behind this bit here, and yeah, there we go. They've done the job.
Flee before my majesty.
Okay, it's time for combat, or charging. Charging leads to combat, and combat leads to fun. So we're going to start with the Howling Banshees. They're going to charge into the Flamer Boys, who can't overwatch because Banshees decide to scream in their faces.
I'm made of dust.
Well,
I have no ears.
Vibrations.
To hear your scream. I imagine it works on a much greater level than just, oh, it's a scream.
So I'm not going to roll because they don't need to. They're just going to go.
Can they not flip over me?
No, we're not Harlequins. That would be fun.
That'd be cool.
So the Shining Spear, however, he is going to suicide himself into Magnus the Red.
Okay.
Because that seems fun. So here we go. He needs a 5. He doesn't get it.
I'll allow you to break CP reroll because you are not part of you don't have to be part of it.
I'm going to CP reroll it because
Yes,
it's fun.
I understand.
Because he's on a suicide mission. There we go.
Woo!
And finally, the Wraith Blades.
I believe you rolled a double one.
The Wraith Blades.
I didn't want to ask, but I assumed that's what it was.
Yeah. The Wraith Blades are going to go in. I'm going to use my automatic charge dice.
I understand.
And they can't fail because they needed a 7. They got.
Yeah, they were then bang on the 7.
They got a 7.
Yeah, because they can get just to the edge of the crater.
What they needed. So it's time for the suicidal Shining Spear, who's not too keen on his suicidal run. He is going to attack Magnus.
What a weapon that guy must be feeling like right now.
So
an idiot.
I'm going to give a little bit of a heads up. This unit for me in competitive play is my little secret sauce unit. And this guy is why. Now, he's not going to kill Magnus, but he is very good at sniping characters. And I'll show you why. Because he has a Paragon Saber. So he has 6 attacks because he is upgraded. So he is hitting on 4s because of the -1 to hit from Magnus. Okay.
Oh, that's nice for me.
But a Paragon Saber allows him to reroll all hits.
That's less nice for me.
It's
the same roll!
Okay, this is not the secret sauce. This guy's just really scared. Because what the secret sauce is he's wounding on 5s now, which he does, which is a mortal wound in addition, and I can reroll all wounds, and 5s do mortals in addition because of Heart Strike.
Well, I have a 4-up invulnerable save. I save it, I take 1.
Takes 1 mortal wound. Okay, it is time for the Wraith Blades. My brain is melting. The country might not be anymore, but my brain is after that roll. So we are going to attack with the Wraith Blades. And it's not a great roll, but it's probably okay.
It's probably enough.
And then they're wounding on 3s, but re-rolling 1s because the Spirit Seer is within.
Good
6.
thing too.
Good thing too. There have been many jokes made off camera about these dice.
Wow.
That is only 4 wounds.
They will somehow live. 5-up invulnerables. Okay, well 3 of them are chopped down.
Cool.
But there is 2 guys left alive.
So, Banshees. The Banshees are going into the rubrics. So, they are going to be hitting on 3s. Again, these dice have abandoned me.
You got 4?
You got 4 hits. They're wounding on 3s because of +1 to wound, and re-rolling because Doom is still in play. Good thing
Oh my god, Matt. Okay.
Okay, 3. It's -4.
4 up invulnerable saves. You do kill one.
Cool.
One more is gone kaput.
Lawrence, these dice are cursed or broken, or you've put a spell on them.
They're trying to return to their master.
I imagine it's that. Their master calls for them. Somehow I get to punch you back with some rubrics. I was expecting to punch you back with Magnus. In
That's
fact,
I pulled that. I got
Yeah.
blood and guts, and
You
it
have
went,
blood and
no,
guts.
no, you cannot have that.
Yeah,
You're not allowed nice
you
things.
deserve those 2 there.
Never mind.
Okay. I am punching you back with rubrics. I hit you both times. There's no minuses on them, is there?
On the Wraith Blades?
No.
No.
No wounds. The Stick of Power! I hit you twice. I can't reroll once because I'm not close enough to Magnus. I wound you once. It's -1.
Yeah, it goes through.
D3 damage. It's 1 because of
One.
-1 damage.
Fortune. No.
Ah, the success. Sure. Into the Banshees. Punches, punches, punches. I drop 3. Fine. I will punch a Banshee in the face. No, I won't. The Stick of Power.
2 hits.
2 hits, yes. The Stick of Power! 1 wound. -1.
5 up. Banshee save. Nope.
And now Magnus. Magnus does drop 1. Are they -1 to hit?
No, only in shooting.
Oh, that's a shame. 2's to wound you, because I am strength 16.
Oh no.
Oh, I did drop 1. The 6 invulnerable saves, because it's -4.
6 invulnerable saves.
Damage free. He'll be fine.
4 invulnerable saves. Damage how much?
3.
Oh, he's dead.
Okay, he might have been fine.
He's completed his mission.
He tried.
Well, that was a thing.
That happened.
It was a thing. I'm trying to think of a comparison, but I don't know if there's anything that's that bad to compare it to that's friendly. So
You got very unlucky.
yeah. So it's okay. But I haven't got any of my thingies yet. I'm actually going to get rid of Defend Stronghold. I'm halfway to getting it, but I have 1 man holding it, and he is so dead. I don't think it's going to get me any points.
Okay.
So I think it's going to go so I can pick something new in the next turn.
Is it being thrown in the bin?
Being thrown, yeah, I'm going to throw it in the bin.
It's in the bin. All right.
It's in the bin.
Anything else?
No Blood and Guts is still going, and Assassination's still on the table.
You gonna keep those on the board?
I'm going to keep Assassination.
I do score no retreat, no surrender, because even though I've lost loads, I am made of dust. I don't care. I have no morale today. My turn to. It is the command phase for the Thousand Suns, and we're going to do a couple of things. First of all, we're going to command myself to be better for reroll hits. Fine.
Can I do something in the command phase?
What is
Can I command Simon to eat Magnus?
But this is my planet. So
Can't
no.
do anything fun.
No, you're not. Stop it. We're then going to cast. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to do Emmett's Oreo onto the Banshees just so that I can get -1s to hit turned off.
have a
Except
nice-
I can't because I still can't see them. There's a big tooth in the way. I'll do it on the Wraith Blades cause why not? And then we're also going to roll for the Glimpse of Eternity to give me a random reroll on something. Yes, so I've got a reroll that I can use on anything, 1 singular dice. That's it for the command phase. Let's do some movement. Oh, and cards, yes, forgive me, sorry. I got very excited about going into movement so I can do the zaps. I've got Extend Battle Lines, that's good. Blood and Guts, fine. Might get 1, maybe 2. And a Tempting Target, which has been deemed as this one behind the Avatar. Well, there's only one thing for it. On to the lesser movement now. The rubrics are just stepping this way to try and get to that tasty, tempting target. The Terminators are going to descend down the hill. Oh dear, I knew that we might are you ready, everyone? Let's see what happens when gravity takes hold. Goodbye. Oh, he did all right. He's dead now. Walker rules.
Guacamole rules.
Descend Oh, yeah, okay. And then the final bit of movement, we're just going to be shuffling around with my various characters so that we can get into range and stuff of various psychic buffs. It is psychic time. Everything else has basically stayed where it is. They're happy standing still or happy in combat, but I want to be doing the casts and the zaps. So we're going to kick off with the Terminator Sorcerer, the loyal Thrall, who's going to spend 4 Cabal dice to do Echoes from the Warp and potentially get me a CP. I mean, it does cast, but he does blow up a bit of his brain. So, okay.
Now you know how it feels.
That's all right. So I gain a CP, sure. But at what cost? 3 mortal wounds. Very well. A worthy sacrifice unto Tzeentch.
He's got a headache.
I don't know where. Oh, there's my wound dice. That'll do. I think he's got 2 wounds remaining. Yeah, but a command point. Very nice. We're now going to cast a smite. Risky, perhaps, but needs must. With a +1 that's cast on a 9, that is Tzeentch's blessed number.
Go for it.
Oh, thank you. It's 3 mortal wounds upon your Wave Serpent because of his position.
Hiya! It's 3 wounds.
Okay, very good. Now we're just working our way along. It's quite handy. Gaze of Hate from this unit here into the Warlocks. It does go off.
Go for it.
Each 4+. Oh, it's 3 mortal wounds on the Warlocks.
Did I say go for it? I meant no. Please stop.
No, I meant no for it.
No, don't do it. Oh, okay, 1 dice.
I kill one. Okay, that's what I was hoping for, but better than I was expecting. We'll now go down to the Sorcerer down here in this unit. They're going to be casting a Doom Bolt, which will be cast upon the Spirits here, because they are just within 8 and the Avatar is just over. How many wounds does Spirits they have?
4.
Okay. It's not cast. So woohoo! We come to the Infernal Master.
Oh,
He's going to
Master.
cast Glamour of Tzeentch upon his Infernal Master for -1 to hit.
I don't like that Infernal Master.
With a +1 that does go off, hold thine horses.
Thine horses
Is
are held.
that crucial? No, it's okay. You can attempt to deny.
Thine horses are staying held.
Deny or not?
No.
Oh, okay. That's his only power. Aspiring Sorcerer in the Flame Train, Pyric Flux. Yes, it's super Pyric. It's cast on a 12.
You can keep that.
Okay. Whilst we're here, we're going to go up to this Exalted Sorcerer. We're going to cast... I can't remember what it's called. Sorcerer's Facade. That's what it is. To yeet them and teleport them out of combat. With a +1, that is indeed cast on an 8.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I will yeet them in a moment. But whilst we're here, we're going to cast Presage upon the Terminators. No. So that's +1. It's cast on a 7. Let me just do some quick math. We have teleported over there into the crater to cook some bikes. If there was more left, even better, but I'm surprised I still have 3. We will then come to the Terminators. They're going to cast Temporal Surge upon themselves with a +1. No, they're not. Right. Never mind. Woohoo! Quick little smite from the unit in combat with the Wraith Blades. Oh, it's so close to a super, but it is cast on a 10 because of my +1.
Go for it. I'm saving my denies for somebody.
How many do I have left? Sorry, the maths that you have to do is really frustrating. I've got 16 Cabal dice left. I could get another +1 to that to make it a super smite, which would leave me with 11, but I realistically need, so I'm going to leave it. No, ignore me. Everything is fine. We will continue. It's just the D3. I should have done a super. It's 3 mortal wounds.
One has got 1 wound left. He's okay.
Doesn't kill him. It's Magnus time.
Magnus is about to do a lot of wrestling moves by the sounds of
The
it.
twist of fate! But we'll come to that. First of all, we're going to do Dark Blessing, and we're going to do it on this Spirit Seer here.
Okie dokie.
The Dark Blessing, with a +3, does indeed go off.
Okay.
So that is a 8.
He will try to deny you himself. He does not.
So what I do is I roll a singular D6. If it's... where did you go? If it's higher than your toughness, you take D3 +3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's higher than my toughness.
You take 5 mortal wounds. How many wounds does he have?
4.
Okay. Oh, okay then. Okay then.
Spirit Seer has been powered by the Infinity Circuit.
All right. Woo! Probably about to say the Infinity Stones there.
Yeah.
I was like, we've got bigger problems now. Okay, cool. We will now do a smite into the Avatar of Cain. That is a terrible roll, so I'm just going to re-roll it as is my right as Magnus. And it's not much better. It's unfortunately not a super smite.
It's a 10?
It is a 10. But let me just quickly, because I get to do something else with my normal smites. I do D6 mortal wounds, but it's 3d3. So do I do D6 plus D3 by spending 4 Cabal points on Malevolent Charge? I'm just going to add +1 to make it an 11. So I'm going to spend 5 Cabal dice to add +1 to cast. So that goes off on an 11.
Eldrad's going to power up. No, Eldrad is not going to power up.
3d3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
Well, 5 mortal wounds on the old Avatar there.
Fine.
No fortune for him.
No.
Okay. But now it is time for the twist of fate.
Yeah, this one's horrible.
Here we go. With a +3, unfortunately, that is cast, and I am going to spend 8 Cabal dice on the power. I think it's like Demonic Pact or something. You can't deny it. So that means no invulnerable for the Avatar of Cain. Kabbalistic focus. Your chap has 2 wounds remaining, doesn't he? Mm-hmm. I'm going to spend a CP on the Great Sorcerer to enable Magnus to cast again. And I'm going to do Tzeentch's Firestorm upon your boy. That was a weird roll. With a +3, that does indeed go off. It does indeed go off. So 9d6. For each 6, you take a mortal wound. So if I could get a couple of 6s in here, that would be very cheeky indeed. Oh, 4 6s! Magnus was annoyed that he didn't turn you into a spawn. Oh, he's dead.
Dear.
Immolated by Tzeentch's Firestorm. Let us begin the shooting phase with the Terminator Sorcerer into the Guardian over in the ruin there. I missed you twice. Do I wound you just the once? It is marked for death. -2. He is dead. Boom. The rubrics now. The first squad, the one that stood still, is going to fire everything into the Wave Serpent. The bolt guns.
Yes.
Very nice. Right, the humble Inferno, well, as humble as an Inferno bolt gun can be, does 4 wounds at -2. It's a repeat of last time.
A 5-up Wave Serpent shield. He makes 1.
Right, and now the Soul Reaper cannon. No rerolls there. Nope. 5s and 6s to wound you. 4 wounds at -3. Right. The humble
Serpent shields.
I just did 6 damage with 1 unit of rubrics. This is why anti-infantry stuff shouldn't be able to hurt tanks. It's just really silly. Hello. Hello.
Don't think it's in there.
What?
The
spark of hope
anything
has now drained from your eyes? Yeah, it's silly. So let's do it again. We're going to fire this unit here into them, but the Soul Reaper cannon is going to go into the Warlock because he's not a character. But this unit here will be taking dents, so that might make a difference. And we've got a bolt pistol in range as well. It does make some difference. Again, no rerolls here. Woohoo! It's enough to do it the business, though. If I get that again, nope, 2 wounds, -2 though. If you could make some 5-up in buns. Nope. Right. And then the Soul Reaper cannon into the Warlock. I do drop 3 there. 2s to wound you because it is strength 6. It is 2 wounds at -3, so damage 1.
Goodbye.
Okay then. Bleep. Final bit of shooting because I don't want to shoot the Terminators because I want to kill the Banshees in combat for blood and gods. We're going to fire the Flamers into the bikes. We've got 2 Warp Flamers. There's 7 shots. Oof. These are strength 5 because of my +1 strength. Oh, excuse me, I had the hiccups. Must be all those souls I've been devouring recently. I made a big difference there. 5 wounds at -2, damage 1.
5 wounds at -2. Hiya. Cool, 2 I did.
And now the Warp Flame Pistol. Yeah. Just the one. Which does wound, again -2. Damage 1.
Damage 1.
Okay,
1, 2, 3.
I'll take 2 bites, that's fine. That is my shooting phase done. Let's do some charges.
Oh.
Charge phase. We are going to begin with the Terminators charging down that hill. Ooh. I guess they're staying where they are then. Very well. I do have a, I could use my Glimpse of Eternity dice, but I want to save that for this combat over here. So I'm going to roll the charge because
It's on.
it just allows me to go like that, because that looks cool in the mouth of Simon. The rubrics are going to attempt to charge into the Wave Serpent because 1, it will get me tempting target, and 2, if I can punch a Wave Serpent to death, that will make me very happy. Oh, they miss it by an inch because it is dense cover, so it is minus 2.
That's close.
That's fine. Very well. Yeah, because I kind of have to go in a straight line. Going round won't make me in. So let's just do the fight phase. It is time to send you back to the Infinity Circuit from whence you came. Your court of the young king has been disposed. 8 attacks from Magnus. Rerolling because I gave myself the ability to hit better. I hit you all of the times. Because you can't do like lightning fast on him.
No, because he's a monster.
That's fine. It chooses to wound you because I'm strength 16. I don't drop a single one.
Oh no.
That's 8 saves of 6 up to make because you have no invulnerable save.
No. Right, so that is 6 because guess what? That's 7. Sorry. Guess what? I'm using my save dice because I need to.
I understand. Now I am damaged 2 because you're halving damage. But you do round up.
Yes.
So if you fail 5 of these, you're dead. So if you pass 3, you're all right.
Red gem dice.
I am Lawrence for now. Okay, just listen to me.
Nope.
Does he explode?
Oh, does he explode? I hope so. Nope. He does nothing. And I haven't got 2 CP.
Can you give me that?
Well, with his very sorry and untimely demise, the Wraith Blades are now tasked with picking up this army and putting them on their back. So they are going to do a little bit of a split fight. Split flight, that sounds weird. So 2 of them are going to go into the Marines, and then 3 of them are going to go into Magnus. So
okay.
Into the Marines. That's a bit better than it was last time.
3's to wound me.
Hiya! Oh, there we go, that's 3. So minus...
They're dead. Splatted.
It's about time.
Yes,
and
it
then
is.
Into Magnus. That's not so good.
I am
because
minus
he's
1 to hit as well, yeah, so even without that.
Ooh, yeah.
Falls to wound me.
With an Elfway reroll.
Oh, yes.
There we go, 2.
I failed them both.
I've taken some paint off of him.
Fortunately, he is minus 1 damage, so I'm down to 15 remaining. I do feel bad. Because I wanted the fight to go on for ages, just for like, ching, ching, ching. But you cannot withstand the majesty and the power of Magnus the Red, which is a pity because the Avatar does one of 2 things: he dies horribly, or he
kills
murders.
everything.
So, unfortunately, you've had the former today, everyone. Mea culpa, but I couldn't let him kill me. It was a dog-eat-dog world or a Magnus-eat Avatar world. Now I'm filled with tasty, tasty souls.
Isn't the Avatar used in like the lore as a like yardstick for?
Oh, he's basically a jobber, like to use the wrestling term. Like he rocks up to a fight and he's like, oh, this is a random Space Marine sergeant, punches out an Avatar of Cain. You're like, what?
Fulgrim's killed one.
Poor guy, man. Anyway, there's one morale check to do for those bikes over there. They could fail on a 6.
Hey, yeah.
They are fine. They cannot. Cool. At the end of that turn, I've got on 1 on my Blood and Guts tally. I've not got a tempting target, but I am going to keep it because why not? And I'm going to keep Blood and Guts in play. I did score extend battle lines because I'm holding this one here in mind, and this one is just outside of the deployment zone. So, huzzah. Huzzah for me. Your turn 3. I hope that the cards are kind to you, sir, because
yes,
I'm sorry.
It's okay. So, it's time to fight back. So we've got a couple of cards still in play. Blood and Guts and Assassination still in play. And I've also drawn Area Denial, which at the moment I already have.
Yeah, you've got that. Magnus is just a whisker out of Holy Within.
So yes, and I've now got 2 CP. I was saving one in case the Avatar did do some miracles, and also I didn't have enough to make Avatar Resurgent, so I could fight back, which is a shame. But hey ho.
You absolutely would have done.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a couple of bits we can do. In terms of my Fate dice, I have 2 charges. Don't really need them, but okay. I have a wound and I've got 2 saves, which is all important in terms of what's going on next. So yeah, other than that, Eldar command phase is very simple. You gain a command point and then you smile. Okay, so the 2 remaining Howling Banshees are going to advance. They've got a 2 on their advance, so not great, but they're just going to get over here. They're going to hunt an Infernal Master. So I've spent the CP on Feigned Retreat. The Wraithblades are going to turn around like the T-1000 and just
Attach the friends.
shuffle back here. It's Psychic time, and I only have Eldrad on the board now, so sad times. But everything's going into Magnus, funny enough. So we're going to start with Doom. It's the most important, so we're going to go for Magnus's Doom.
Not my Doom. Oh.
Ooh, it's a...
Goes off on an 8. 2 plus 1.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm not going to re-roll it.
I will attempt to deny you with Magnus. I can re-roll it because I am Magnus. I have the Arrogance of Aeons. It is denied because I get +2 to deny.
Pants. Okay. Then we shall go for Guide on the same unit. On the Wraithblades even. I'm not going to guide Magnus, that would be terrible.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. I will attempt to deny you. The Psychic Battle of Wills. Denied.
Oh no. And then Fortune on the Wraithblades. Again on an 8. 8. Okay. It's time to pray to the strands of fate. The Wraith Serpent, who is very, very damaged, is going to try and hit Magnus.
Double 6. I'm willing it to happen.
Shuriken Cannon first.
Oh, Tracer.
Tracer Fire.
Okay, 1 Tracer. 5's to wound me. No 8s.
Shuriken, no, not Shuriken. Bright Lance.
Double 6. No, it's a double, but it's a 4. Lame.
Me. Okie doke. So it is time to shoot the bikey dudes over here who are very sad that nothing is going well. And they're going to shoot these guys. So here we go. I'm not going to buff these guys up this time.
Neither am I.
Maybe
I should have done.
That's a pretty good roll.
Maybe I should have done.
Right. And then wounding on 3s.
Yes.
We would like some 6s, please. Oathway reroll, which I've probably forgot a million times. Never mind.
No, I don't think you have actually.
I don't think, yeah.
Okay, so it is 2 at -3, and then 3, 4, 5, 9 normal saves.
9.
Yeah.
9, you say?
9 normal saves.
9, 2 up
convenient.
saves because we're in a crater, effectively, which is light cover. 2 dead, fine.
And then
4 up saves. Oh, do you? No, I'm going to save that for a save against Magnus because that will be the difference between him degrading or not. They're dead. Goodbye, sweet flamers. You tried your best.
it's the charge phase, and the Banshees are going to hunt the Infernal Master.
No.
And conveniently they need a 6. If only I had a 6.
Oh, no.
So they're there. And I'm also going to charge the Wraithblades because of Feigned Retreat back into Magnus. I'm going to use my charge dice to make sure they get into because they might as well. I'll also mention as well, I did use in the command phase Tears of Isha for 1 CP to heal the wounded one back to full health. So they are all okay.
So you lied when you said there was nothing to do in the command phase.
No, yeah.
Because how often do you do stuff in the command phase?
There was one thing to do in the command phase, and
We still forgot it.
yeah. So it is time for fighting. My brain is melting.
Yeah, it's
Everything
warm. It's
is
getting warm
melting.
now.
It's getting a bit warm in here. There's been off-screen rants about all sorts of crazy things, and the world is on fire. So,
How about yours?
the Wraithblades.
Well played, Chef, well played.
The Wraithblades are going to attack Magnus.
Sorry, please continue. I was very impressed with myself with that one. That was quick for me. Oh, Matt.
It's not. Oh, it wouldn't have been too bad if you didn't have -1 to hit.
Well, you do have some wounds as well. You may as well use them.
I'm going to use my automatic wound.
Yeah.
And
Wound with
so 4 wounds. And an elf weight. Thank you for reminding me.
5 wounds.
5 wounds.
Okay. 4 up invulnerable saves. Okay, I take 4 damage.
Okay.
I believe that will degrade me. Oh no, 4 damage? Yeah, 4 damage. I'm still alive on 11 wounds.
Oh.
I mean, I still would have been alive anyway, but I don't think I'm degraded. Anyway.
Yeah.
Your Banshee.
Banshee time.
I could have done
time.
Selfless Automata over here to heroically intervene, but I think the Infernal Master's going to be fine. So he's just going to boss
He's
it.
going to be fine. So it's going to be 3s to wound, unless he's toughness 5.
No, he's toughness 4.
Hey, yeah.
He'll be
Elseway.
fine. Oh. He might not be fine.
-4.
5 up invulnerable saves! Oh, he's fine.
Oh, he's so fine.
Right.
So fine.
Let me have a look at some statistics. Magnus will now strike you back with great vengeance and furious anger.
Oh dear.
Because you attempted to destroy his brothers. Rerolling because of himself, he hits you all of the times. Can they do lightning fast? Oh no, you've used it.
No, they can't do lightning fast.
Choose to wound you. Oh, I dropped 3! I can't kill the unit, which is unfortunate, because of your damage 1 reduction.
I'm going to use my 2 automatic invulnerable saves.
Fine.
So 3.
Yeah, just 3 4-up saves. I kill 1.
4-up saves?
You got shields.
Oh yeah, I do. I
You
forgot.
got your 4 shields. Yeah, because it's -1 damage, my damage 3 becomes down to damage 2, which means I kill 1, and I don't do my mortal wounds because one of them isn't wounded by it. Because I have to, if I wound you but don't kill you, you take the mortal wounds. So,
Funsies.
combat continues! The Infernal Master will attack you back with his rhythm stick. He hits you twice.
Nice.
I'm going to use my Glimpse of Eternity reroll because I need to use it now, otherwise I lose it. Yep. Use it or lose it, they say. Woo. I hit you 3 times. It is 2 to wound you because I am strict for... Oh no! -1.
The luck has turned. Oh, it has indeed. It has
Okay.
indeed.
Well, it's smite time. I mean, my turn 3 in a minute, but we'll just check on the summary.
So, in summary, stuff has happened, things are not happening, and many things will happen. But I don't know what they are. I've got rid of my 2 Blood and Guts and Assassination because I'm just not going to get them. I'm running out of combat units, so it's going to get tough, and Magnus is still very much alive. So you could almost say he's fully operational.
Yes, you could.
But I did get Area Denial, so yay.
Yeah, so you got Area Denial, you also gained a point for killing the unit.
I did indeed.
There you are.
So yeah, it's now hoping that I get some more shooting or mobility objectives so the bikes can actually come out and play, because killing stuff in combat's not gone well.
Command phase. I only drew the 1 because I already had 2 in play. Storm hostile objectives. So that's nice. That ties in well with the tempting target. I've just got to do a Glimpse of Eternity. I can see everything except me personally, not on this plane of existence. And Magnus is going to tell himself to hit better because that's what you do, apparently, with Primarchs who are meant to be leading their legions into battle. They just make themselves better in combat, and it's
all very selfish.
silly, but fine. Let's do some movement. We march forward onto battle, down the hill and far away.
The Rubric Marines come to play.
Nice. The Terminator Sorcerer is going to do his old hat trick of give myself a CP. Yes, he does. That's nice. I've got more CP, now I'm not really sure what to do with it. But you know what I am going to do? I am going to cast Sorcerer's Facade on myself.
Ooh. Does that do it? No.
It's plus, it's cast on an 8.
That seems a lot.
My plan is ruined. Yeah, I mean, it's a free teleport, and I do get a build plus. Okay, never mind. I was going to teleport over there to steal that objective in Matt's zone, but it's fine. It's Magnus. Magnus is going to cast a smite into your boys.
Okey-doke.
With a +3, that's a super smite. You can attempt to deny on a double 6 from Eldrad. I'll tell you now, I'm going to spend another 4 of my Cabal dice to make that go 4d3.
No.
40? No, I'm not allowed.
No, I'm not denying it. No.
4d3.
Oh, maybe I should have
That's
denied it.
9 mortal wounds.
Maybe I should have denied it.
Number. But you do have a 5-up shrug.
Power up time.
Not bad. Did you say 4 of them?
1 dies.
1 and a bit dice. Okay, cool. Whilst we're here with Magnus, we are going to cast... I did have a plan, and now my plan has been foiled, and I can't remember what my plan was. Come back to me. I remembered what I was going to do now. I'm going to do Swelled by the Warp on this Aspiring Sorcerer.
Swelled by the warp.
I can re-roll that. I mean, it is technically cast, I think, but I can re-roll it anyway. There we go. He's super angry. And then we're going to cast Twist of Fate on you guys, just to be really annoying and totally rude. Yes, I am. That's cast on an 11 with my +3.
Oh, come on, Eldrad. Nope. Eldrad is sad.
No imp. No. These guys aren't going to cast anything because they'll just accidentally kill this 1 wound Wave Serpent, which I want to go and punch in the face. So that's fine. And over here, we're going to do some powers because that's my right and prerogative. And my brain is melting, so come back to me when I know what I'm doing because... Send help. Just a little smattering of powers now. We're going to cast Presage from my Exalted Sorcerer on disc upon the Terminators. Also, I finally remembered to use Emmett's Oreo because I can actually see something now. I'm going to do that on the Banshee, so no -1 to hit for them. With a +1, that does indeed go off on an 8 for +1 to hit on them. I'm going to spend 5 Cabal dice to give that an extra +1 just in case you want to try and deny.
I don't know if I'm in range.
24,
Eldrad.
yeah, he's only here.
We'll give it a go. Yes.
Oh, denied, so no +1 to hit. Fine. That's him done. We're then just going to pop on over to the Infernal Master. He's going to cast Glamour of Tzeentch. With a +1, that's cast on a 7.
I haven't got any more denies now.
Okay, we're going to spend my last bit of Cabal dice to go whoop and increase the range by 6 so that we can get Magnus because he was just out of range. That's my Psychic Phase done because I don't want to accidentally kill anything with smites. Let's do...
Stuff?
You know what? There's no shooting to do. There's 1 pistol to do from this Infernal Master, so I'm just going to do that right now.
Okay.
It's a hit.
Okay.
Marked for death. It's a wound. -2.
It's a save. -0.
We'll go into the charge phase then. The rubrics will begin by charging your Wave Serpent.
Yes, and he is going to discharge his Serpent Shield and give you -2 to charge.
Well, and that makes it an 8-inch charge.
Woohoo!
Even if I go round the forest, it's an 8-inch charge. Forest of teeth.
Forest of teeth. Oh, that sounds really gross.
Okay. I did get my Glimpse of Eternity off though, so I'm going to re-roll that 1 because it's just 1 singular dice.
Fair enough. Okay.
And we also charged over here, but we couldn't fail any of these charges, so I've just moved them in. Steve probably feels like my eyelids right now. Just covered with stuff.
That is not an image that you want.
I'm actually covered with... Oh, God. I have scarabs in my eyes! Right, we're going to start off with the Exalted Sorcerer into the Banshees. He does get the -1 to be hit because his aura only affects core. So he's hitting on freeze. He's wounding on 2s, however. -1.
Hey-ya! Oh,
You're going to have to make me roll all these scarab dice, aren't you? Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys, which apparently is a good burger chain, but I've not been to.
It's very good.
I keep being told this, and yet I feel like I'm just being set up for
I
disappointment.
feel the hype has built to an...
The secret
You know,
is it's not the burgers, it's the sweet potato fries.
You go sweet potato?
Oh,
I'm a
yeah.
Cajun man myself.
Sweet potato.
Right! Chop, 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 chop. I am hitting on freeze because I am ignoring your -1 to hit, which is a good thing too, because that was otherwise terrible. And weirdly, no 1s to reroll. I am winning you on freeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 up invulnerable saves. If you could fail these, please, so that I can remove these Banshees from my existence. They're good.
They are so dead.
They're dead, finally.
So
right.
dead.
Over here, We've got 4 attacks on the guy with a stick because we gave him Swelled by the Warp. He's also strength 8 now.
Okay.
Which is nice. So
and I don't get my trans-Eldar physiology from my Wave Serpent.
Physiology.
I can't call it transhuman, they're elves.
No, but it's a
Serpent shield! Serpent shield.
Yes. I do hit you 3 times. Wounding you on freeze. I wound you twice at -1. 1 failed here, you're dead. Oh, you're gonna have to make me roll the punches. Right, I mean, they would have pardoned, I suppose. It was just. He's dead now.
He's gonna kick
Just
it.
trying to do this quickly, and you're denying me my glory and my birthright.
Very hot in here, everybody.
I do hit you 7 times. Right. 5's to wound. It's 3 wounds, no minus.
3 wounds.
Fair one, please.
No.
Oh, I should have smoten him, but I got greedy on blood and guts. Fine. Your turn to attack over here. Woohoo!
I'm going to try and kill Magnus. I'm not really going to kill Magnus.
I understand.
I'm just going to try and hit him very hard.
Not bad.
It was not, okay.
Falls to wound me.
Wound. Oath way, reroll.
Okay.
Oh, 4.
I take 2 damage. I believe I am now degraded. But I'll check that in a moment. It is Magnus' time. He is degraded. He's got 7 attacks now. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling still. Doesn't need it.
He's hit all the times.
2s to wound you. And because I'm -4 and I've turned off your invuns, it just goes through. 1's dead. 2's dead. 3's dead. Just.
Ouch.
But he kills them. Yay.
That hurts.
Magnus the Red.
I need to clutch at some straws. I have investigate site, which my rangers can do, which is nice. Hold the line, not so good because I can't really get to my own objective, which is slightly
Well,
embarrassing.
it's just your deployment zone, but I've got
Yeah.
teleports, so...
And attempting target, which maybe...
it's under rubrics.
Yeah, no. So, but I'm going to keep them because I have 1 CP and it's very, very important. So, yes, I need that to do something with later. Other than that, I have an advance. I have a charge, which is probably not going to be used. I have a psychic test, which could be very important, and 2 wounds, which could also be potentially very important. So, let's see what some bite guys can do to a big winged demon man.
Maybe murder?
A very simple movement phase. The bike unit here is going to whoosh over here so they can see Magnus. It's the psychic phase and Eldrad needs to power up. So I'm going to use my first and only psychic fake it phase. There.
You go, look, psychic fake it till you make it.
Psychic fake that one. So I'm going to cast Doom on Mr. Magnus over there. So essentially it's a 7 plus a d6. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's an 11, is it? No, I only got +1 to deny now because you wounded me.
Yes.
Oh, it's so close, but I'm going to re-roll it because it is my right as being arrogant like it. No, he is doomed.
Whew, I needed that one.
Doomed.
Okay, so I've got Doom off. We are then going to cast Guide onto the bike unit. Behind.
Oh, Eldrad powering up now!
Eldrad.
Come on! No, re-roll it. No, okay.
And then finally a Fortune on the bike unit.
Here's
Fortune does go off.
Magnus is very tired. Re-roll it. Magnus is really tired. He only just denies it, but no fortune.
No fortune.
Doom and Guide.
Doom and Guide. That's important.
That's what you wanted, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh my god.
So in this smorgasbord of a shooting phase, we will start with a entree, an appetizer, if you will. The very wounded Wave Serpent is going to shoot these guys here.
Sure.
So yeah, 5s on the Shuriken Cannon.
Oh. There will be 6s because you are -1 to hit. You're on your bottom bracket.
That was with the Shuriken Cannon, so it's not
Still,
heavy.
it's still heavy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
There's 2 hits though. You did get 2
2
sixes.
hits. Dang it. Oh, no wounds. I'm going to use my Elfway reroll. No, I'm going to use my Elfway reroll now. It's useless.
Right.
6s. Oh, we've got a hit with the
Cheeky
Bright Lance. Does wound.
A 5-up invulnerable save. Nope, one goes splat.
Very dead. But now it's time for me to get a lot of dice and shoot a Primarch. It's time to shoot a Primarch, and I'm going to spend 1 CP on Blade Storm to give my bikes here exploding 6s, seeing as they already have Guide and Doom.
We've also turned him around because it looks cooler.
Yeah.
You can imagine like the psychic force behind him. He's just like, insect, and then it pierces and he's like, what the? Turns around.
Shuriken death time. Right, so 4s.
It's already a good start. That's already a really good start.
Because there's quite a few explodes in there, so I'm going to take them out so I don't knock them over.
5 6s so
5
far.
6s so far. Move out the way, you lot. Hiya. Oh, another.
Oh, you only dropped 2. Oh, okay. And you got an extra 8 shots. So you've got a net of +6. Good.
Ooh.
5s to wound me. I'll start getting dice ready, I suppose.
Yeah. There we go. So, I need ham hands.
Lawrence can sort you out for those.
Yeah,
Transplant fees might be quite
Lawrence
expensive.
sorted these dice out for me, and that went really well, didn't it? That's a pretty.
Oh,
good
that's pretty
already.
good. Don't forget you've got 2 auto wounds if you want to put those in place.
I
Would have done, I presume.
Yeah, probably would have done, but that's. Well, I'll do that now for the reroll. Because
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
just 2 of the ones that you're
so 2 more
rerolling
6s.
wouldn't have been in there. It's fine.
So how many 6s have we got so far? Quite
That's already really good. This is why I needed to send.
no more 6s.
But still a lot of wounds though.
Right, so it is. Because of
7?
Armour of Contempt, it is 7 normal and 7 on his invuln save.
Right.
Nurgle, bless me.
Well, better than Slanesh. Right. Normal 3-up saves. Ooh.
Oh,
Okay. I got 8 wounds remaining, which means I will survive. But by how much? That was very jammy. 4-up invulnerables. Oh, that was a heinously good roll. I only took 3 damage total. Ugh.
Ouch. That hurts.
It is now the fight phase.
Yes.
That was unlucky. I honestly thought you had him there. You should have done, really.
-1 damage is.
Just pretty key.
Yeah.
It's pretty key, because he would still be alive, but he'd be on like 1 wound.
Yes.
So.
Close.
Right, I'm going to hit you with my rhythm stick.
Is the Wave Serpent finally doomed?
I don't know, maybe. Oh, I'm going to have to punch you. Fine.
Oh, no.
This blooming wave serpent.
Where were these dice rolls a minute ago?
Right.
Does the Wave Serpent hit? No. I don't know why I rolled again.
All right, fine. Very well.
Ouch.
Cursed thing.
Well, I got Investigate Sight.
Yep.
To summarise, because we may as well do it quickly now. And I'm going to ditch the other 2 and hope that turn 5 is kind to me.
I understand. Turn 4, command phase for the Thousand Suns, and it's a pretty good draw. I got Raise the Banner, boop. Grind them down, yeah,
What?
and hold the line. Yeah. So this could be the end game.
Yeah.
A little bit to do in the command phase. I'm just going to give rerolls to myself because there's nothing else I can do.
Yep.
The Infernal Master is going to attempt to do a glimpse of eternity.
Yes.
He glimpses into eternity,
Yes, he does.
and yes, and then he's also going to crack open a cold one with the. Crack open the Umbralefic crystal to teleport the Terminators. Boop. Movement phase, nice and quick. Taking to the skies. Because he's actually a hummingbird taking to the skies, and we've already placed down the Terminators over there. It's psychic time. He's had enough. He's going to cast a smite.
Okay.
Yep, goes off on a 10.
I'm going to just try. Nope.
Right, it's dead. Does it explode? Oh no, I do need to roll because you might shrug it. It's 3 mortal wounds.
Ooh. No.
It's dead. Does it explode?
No.
Good. Remove it from my sight. Nothing to do over here. Nothing to do over here. Oh, the Exalted Sorcerer is just going to cast Presage on the Terminators.
Yep.
No, he's not.
Okay.
Fine. Magnus. Okay, we're going to cast Temporal Manipulation upon myself to heal me. I heal with a +1, +2 there, so that is cast on a 10. I heal D3 wounds. I heal just the one, so it puts me into my mid bracket, which is all right. It's an extra attack, effectively. I'm then going to cast a Smite. I don't know what I'm going to hit.
It would probably be the Rangers now, because they're just in front of Eldrad.
With a +2, that's the Super Smite. I've got one more power to cast.
Fine.
Okay. It is 3d3. 6. No. No,
They're dead.
They're dead. Very good. And then he's got one more power, which is going to be the Twist of Fate on Eldrad.
Oh no.
With a +2 because of my built-in +1, and that one that is cast on an 8, and I'm going to spend 8 of my Cabal dice to make it undeniable.
Oh.
And then I'm going to spend a CP, because I've got 7 CP, I'm going to spend a CP so that he can cast another power. He's going to do Tzeentch's Firestorm upon him.
Oh no.
Okay, well that's cast on a 10 +2, that makes it 12. I'm also going to spend a CP so I can heal another D3 wounds with Warped Regeneration. I can do that, yes I can, for another 2. And then I roll 96, and because I cast it on an unmodified 9, it's each 5 does a mortal wound on it.
Do you know when you go to school and your teacher tells you off for writing a story by putting and then, and then, and then? This, that.
Magnus! That's 2 mortal wounds on Eldrad.
Only 2.
Only did 2.
He only takes
He
1.
takes
He's
one.
got 4 left.
Okay, very
He's
good.
in trouble.
We're then just very quickly going to attempt to cast a Smite with this boy over here. It will probably there. He's going to be closer to, because it's coming from this guy,
Yes.
into your boy.
Oh yeah.
A Smite with a +1. That's cast on a 10. I'm then going to add 5 with. I had 5. What am I, a Tyranid player? I'm going to add 1 with 5 more Cabal dice to make that an 11 for a Super Duper Smite.
Yeah. I can't deny anymore.
Oh, it's only the 2. He's trying.
It's only the 1.
He's got 3 wounds remaining.
Oh no.
Very good. Only bit of shooting is the Terminators into your bikes, and I'm using 2 CP for Wrath of the Wronged so that I get +1 to wound.
And I've used 1 CP on lightning fast reactions so I can maybe survive.
I understand. We'll start with the Soul Reaper Cannons. The Soul Reaper Cannons. 4s, no rerolls hit. Okay. 2s to wound you.
No, 3's to wound.
With my +1.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds at -3.
Huh. 2
Same
dead.
one. So kills 2 there. We've then got the bolt guns. Okay. I'm going to have to roll some rerolls here because I don't have enough dice. Okay, so those rerolls, that's a pretty good roll there. And then the rerolls from the missing. Okay.
That's a very good roll.
Goodness. Freeze to wound you because of my +1 to wound. Okay. Get out of here. 4, 5, 9, 10 saves,
Oh.
please, at -2.
Just the amount I had in my hand. 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead. There is 2 left.
Okay, and now the missiles.
Oh.
The Hellfire missiles. I only hit you once. I do wound you, it's -2.
Yeah. Oh, he
Love
saves
it.
it.
Okay, let's charge you with Magnus into Eldrad then. Charge time. Magnus will charge into the Eldrad,
For the.
and the Terminators will charge into the bikes. Let's start with the Terminators. I need a 9. No?
Nope.
Eldrad is 10 inches away. Even if I used a Glimpse of
Reroll
Eternity.
both
reroll.
with a glimpse.
1 dice. Eldrad and the bikes will live for now, but there is a morale check to do for those bikes.
Yes. Shall I do that now? Yeah. Hiya. Oh, they run away.
Okay.
The
Well,
last
does the
one?
final one?
Yes.
He does. So
Bye.
Eldrad is left alive.
Oh no.
Well, I didn't make the charges, but it kind of all worked out in the end anyway. I did get Raise the Banner. I've ground 2 down, and I'm holding my line. I'm holding the board, to
Yep.
be fair.
Yep. And I've had a look at the fates have shown me the cards I have drawn next turn. They're not very good. I can't remember what they are, but they're pretty terrible. I think it's something like capture enemy outpost. There we go. That's one.
Yep.
Overwhelming firepower. Good luck, Eldrad, and extend battle lines. So
Not for one Farseer to do.
So
really.
it is.
He's good, but
Eldrad is going to do what he often does when he meets Primarchs. He's going to get
fight
out.
them one-on-one.
No, he's going to leave. He's going to scowl at Magnus, say you fool, order a bombardment from the Craftworld ship. And
the one that's also in the warp?
is probably probably not. I mean, Mimira's kind of weird, so like they're part of Mimira sort of. Yeah, he's going to bug out.
I understand.
Yeah.
Good game, dude.
Thank you very much, as always.
Yeah, that was, the Thousand Suns are really interesting now. Armour of Contempt was already great for them.
Yep.
And then they got some points drops.
Yep.
I think,
Craftworlds are in a weird place because they've
Yeah.
lost a lot of their jank. And
then got points increases.
the points increases I don't think make much difference. I've kind of worked out that it would maybe gain me half a Banshee squad.
I mean, 10 Banshees would have been interesting.
10 Banshees could have been interesting. But it's actually, especially in terms of Nephilim Grand Tournament, the secondary game is not great. And also because of the lack of the fact that they now have to interact and they are very squishy. As you saw, like everything I put out into the open died. There's not a lot of survivability. You've got a lot of armies in the game that, you look at Necrons, their secondaries are great and they've got survivability because of reanimation, etc., etc. They've got tough units, Silent King, all that sort of stuff. Eldar they've just kind of had the sting taken off, maybe a bit too much.
Yeah, I understand the principle of it because their whole shtick is like hit and run warfare, and that's really cool if you're playing with them. When you're playing against them, and you just kind of go, I can't do anything, and you just keep killing units at a time. It's not interesting because it's uninteractive. This is a social game, but it does feel like that they've lost a little bit of the not the flavor as such, because the flavor's still there. It's just I think it's a bit. I don't know. I mean, we were sort of saying this off screen. I don't think Fire and Fade needed to be once per game.
Nope.
Like in the balanced data state. I can see that being removed eventually. But I don't know. It's an interesting one.
And the Avatar kind of did what Avatars do, which is either all or nothing.
Yeah, this is a prime example of these kinds of big models in 40k. Some armies look at, you put down Magnus or Mortarion or the Avatar and they just go, like, great, thanks for giving me nearly a quarter of your army in like turn one. Other armies and other matchups, they just kind of go and just murder everything. So yeah, they can be really, really swingy, which is a shame. I'd rather they were more consistent, but pointed appropriately. For example, if he could do that against a tower army, that'd be great. But with that level of defensive abilities, he'd need to be double his points because he's then shrugging off so much. But so yeah, it's an interesting one. But yeah, that was a very fun game.
Fun game,
very, very
lots
funny.
of stupidity, and the Avatar, I suppose he looked cool.
Next time, Gadget.
Yes. Next time, Magnus.
Thank you for joining us, everyone, on this little outing to Demon World with Simon and Steve and Magnus. They are his friends and his confidants.
Yep. Special guest starring Eldrad.
Yes. Well, you say he's bugged out. He's basically just gone, he's looked around, seen that there's no one here, and just gone, there was my exit. Yeah. Sorry, everyone. Goodbye. Yeah. I'll see you later. But thank you for joining us. A pleasure as always, Matt, a scholar and a gentleman that you are.
I'm sure you will see me very soon.
Very soon indeed. But until next time, everyone, thank you for joining us. I have been Chef. He has been Mr. Jarvis. Bart has been our Servo Skull.
Beep boop.
You've been Bosses, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Magnus.
Oh no.
Oh man, if the Primarchs were Pokemon, that'd be absolutely hilarious.
Magnus,
Magnus.
Magnus. See,
Horus.
I really, when you went the I really wanted it to go to Final Fantasy 7 instead.
Gilliman. Erebus.